guys, today's video, hi, are you gonna come up here? Come here. I have my dog with me while I'm filming. Say hello. Oh, ew, she's disgusting. Okay, so today's video, quit moving, I'm going to kill you. So today's video is going to be a Q&A, obviously, by the title of this, and I wanted to do a Q&A because I get tons and tons of questions, and I want to do these more frequently. I know I said that last time, and that was like a year ago or something. Not really, but you know what I mean. And I get a lot of questions. I really didn't think I would. So I asked you guys to ask me questions on Tumblr about relationships or anything like that. Anything revolving a relationship. It can be like with your boyfriend, or it can be like with a friend, or it can be like faith-wise, anything like that. I wanted you guys to ask me so I could answer them on a video. And I felt like this would be more fun because I normally answer questions that are about me, and I don't really like doing that. Like, I feel uncomfortable doing that when it's like, hey, what's your favorite color? Where do you like to shop? I don't know. I just feel like there's no point in that. So if you aren't following my Tumblr, that is where I get all my questions. You guys can go click it down below or whatever. I'll link it. I'm just going to start with the most asked question I've had in the past month, and that is, are you and Landon still together? No, we are not together anymore. I know I look like I'm like smiling while I'm saying this, but it's better than frowning while I'm saying this. But no, we aren't together anymore, and no, I am not going to explain why we aren't together anymore because I feel like that's between me and him, and I don't want you guys to like worry about it because it's like our thing and stuff. So don't be sad or tweet him anymore or tweet me anymore about it because I'm saying it now so you guys know that that is what's happened, and yeah, that's basically it. Okay, how did you learn to be open with your boyfriend? I have issues letting my guard down with any guy I talk to. I feel like it wasn't as big a deal for me because I knew Landon for so long, so it was like, I don't know, I didn't really feel uncomfortable. But at the same time, it just depends on how well you know them. I think sometimes it's hard to open up to people, but like when you're around them for so long and you have someone there for you that you like want to talk to, like it's not as hard. I think you just need to open up, and I'm not saying completely let your guard down because I wouldn't personally do that, and I don't personally do that with anyone that I meet, but it is okay to share some things. If you're feeling sad or feeling upset, it's okay to say those things, but then don't like dwell on it because that's not fun either. I feel like this is a frequently asked question am I asked, and it is, how do you make boys like you? And I feel like girls think that that's something that you can do, but you can't do that. You can't make any guy really like you. I think they just have to like you to like you. But traits that guys like, I can tell you that might help you. It's good to be confident. Like, you have to be confident in yourself. If you're not confident in yourself, then like that's just, I feel like that's a turn off for every guy. If you're like always complaining about like your weight or your looks or whatever, like you just need to embrace like you, and guys will think that is so attractive. Another thing is to be outgoing, I guess. Not an outgoing as in if you're shy that's not cute, because that's not true, but to just like be yourself, and if you have an opinion then share your opinion. If you like certain things then don't like those certain things. Don't be constricted and like feel like you can't share those things with like a guy or like someone you're talking to, because I feel like guys find that attractive if girls have something that they like to do, or like they have a hobby. If you're doing nothing all the time and you just like complain about not doing nothing but then you don't do anything, I feel like guys find that kind of annoying because guys just do whatever they want. So it's kind of annoying for girls to like sit around and complain about things but they don't do anything about it. Just be confident and have something that you're interested in and share it with them, and be outgoing and show what you like, and I feel like that's more attractive. What age did you have your first kiss, and is it okay to have it when you're really old? I don't really know what you're saying by like really old. I don't really think it matters, but I had mine, I think, when I was 16? I think when I was 16. It was my freshman year. Was it my freshman year? Yes, it was my freshman year. And I remember like all my friends like had their first kiss like way before me, or it felt like way before me. It probably wasn't, but it's honestly not a big deal, and I thought it was such a big deal. It really isn't. So I don't really think it matters whether you have it if you're 16 or if you're like 19. Like, it really doesn't matter. Like, it's not that big of a deal. If you don't have anyone that you want to kiss, then it doesn't matter. I need some ideas of what to do with my boyfriend that are out of the house. So I feel like people always do this. They like make plans and then they like never happen, and then you just end up hanging at home and like doing nothing. Some things that you can do are basic, like go to the movies or go to the park. If you have a dog, go walk your dog. It's fun to just like walk around outside and like talk. Go eat lunch somewhere that's really pretty. You can go on a car drive. What's car drive? Car drive? Does that even make sense? I don't know. Go drive around, go talk, go like look at new places. I don't know, there's lots of things you can do. It depends on also where you live. If you live in a city or if you live like in a smaller town, it just kind of depends. And there's lots of things you can do besides sitting at home and watching movies, because that's not always that fun. My boyfriend and I have been dating for almost a year now, and on his 16th birthday, I just turned 16. He wants to have sex and I don't, but he does. But he does, and he has waited so long. It is okay for you to not want to have sex. I don't really think that you should feel pressured into doing it, and if he really, really wants to do it and you don't want to do it, then he should be comfortable with you saying, hey, I don't really think I'm comfortable with doing that. I don't think I'm ready to do that yet. So that's totally up to you. It's up to where you are, because going into anything, whether it be like sex or like anything else, going into anything when you're not ready for it is always a really big mistake. I would just tell him and be like, hey, I'm not really comfortable with this. And if he really, really cares about you and if he understands, then I think he'll be like, okay, like, I get it. And that's basically it. How would you approach someone that you found attractive? Like, what are your pickup lines? I don't have pickup lines. You put it in quotes, so I know you're kidding. But I'm trying to think. If I see anyone that's attractive, I probably don't talk to them. Like, I'm probably like super awkward, or I probably look super awkward. If they're kind of like a mutual friend, then I guess you can like go in their friend group or like make on contact. You can like make eye contact for like a really long time, and then they're gonna be like, why are you looking at me? And then you'll be like, you're hot, and then they're gonna be like, you too, and then y'all are gonna date. I don't know. I think you just need to like put yourself out there. Like, don't be shy, but don't use a pickup line either. That's really weird. What is your opinion on friends with benefits? I'm 17 and I have trust issues, so I can't let myself date because even my friends have broken my trust so many times, so why would a guy be any different? I feel like I have never had like a friend with benefits. I don't really know how that whole thing works, but I feel like it's not a great situation to put yourself in, because I feel like at some point you're going to get attached to them, and then it's just going to be awkward if you guys stop talking. And if you have trust issues, then I mean, like, you don't need to be in a relationship. You're gonna not trust the person you're with either way if you have those issues, or if you have a hard time trusting people. That's just a personal thing that like you need to work on and like fix. And there's gonna be like someone out there that you're gonna find like full trust in, and whether that be the guy that you're having friends with benefits or whatever, I don't know. I feel like that's not a great situation to put yourself in. How do you find a guy that is worth your love? That's a good question. That's a good question. Finding a guy that is worth your love and your attention and all of that is, I mean, it's a hard thing to do, and there's always going to be like someone that has like everything except for like one thing, or like they mess up or something, and that is like what's going to make it for you. And sometimes you can compromise on things, and sometimes you just know like, hey, this isn't really going to work, and maybe like we were mistaken, like I don't really think this is going to work out. So for you, I think it's just, you need to find someone that you guys can compromise on and meet in the middle, and you guys both know that you're fully there like for a relationship, and I don't know, you trust that person, and that's how you know like that's the guy for you. Again, I'm single, so I don't really know, and I don't know how to figure that out, or else I wouldn't be single right now. But that's all the advice I can give you. Okay, I'm 17, I've never had a boyfriend. I know they aren't the most important thing, but all my friends are literally in 3-year relationships, and it really messes up my confidence. How do you go about not thinking I'm forever alone? By the way, I love you and I honestly want to be you. By the way, I love you. Honestly, the whole forever alone thing and growing up with cats, and as funny as it is and it's jokes and everything, like, that is not going to happen. Like, there is going to be someone out there for you that fits you perfectly, and you're not going to be single forever. Wow, Keaton, mess up the moment. But, I mean, all your friends right now, I can't even speak. All your friends right now might be in relationships, and that might be great. Their relationships might be great, but you're waiting for someone better, and someone better is going to come along. And whether you're 17 when you get your I hate myself. Whether you're 17 when you get your first boy, yeah. whether you're 17 when you get your first boyfriend or you're like 25 when you get your first boyfriend. It doesn't matter, because eventually you're gonna find the right person for you, and whether or not like you started dating and you've had so much experience, like it doesn't matter, because if they're the right person for you, then it's gonna work out in the end. I don't know how to word this in all honesty, but how did you get your boyfriend to understand you wanted to save yourself for marriage? I think this is like kind of a hard topic for some people in their relationships to discuss, but I mean, for me personally, my relationship, we were both on the same page, so it's not as hard when you guys have the same beliefs and the same morals and everything. So just saying that, and I also think it comes with confidence. If that's what you truly want to do, and you want to save yourself for marriage, whether he want to or not, if that's what you want to do, you need to set that standard for yourself, and then later on in the relationship, like, it'll play out. If they end up not having the same things as you and they're pressuring you to do other things, then I mean, I feel like it's more confusing if you're not telling them. If you're not telling them, then you're kind of just like moving around it, like kind of like avoiding the topic. But if you just get it out there and are like, hey, I'm not having sex till marriage, and that's what I'm saying, then like they know. And then if they disrespect that, then you really know like where you are in your relationship. Have you ever had issues trusting your boyfriend, and if you did, how would you handle these issues? I get a lot of questions on trust, and I really didn't have any problem trusting. I don't really have a problem trusting other people. I think that's just like, I don't know. I just don't really care, you know? Like, I trust you, and if you ruin my trust, then that's your problem. That's not mine. Like, I didn't do anything. And I think that's kind of the way people need to look at it, because you can't it's not your fault that someone broke your trust. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's just the best way to handle it. If you trust someone with all your heart, then you're doing what you believe in. And if they break your trust, then like that's their problem. You know what I'm saying? The last question is, how do you get over a breakup? I think it just depends on you and like how your relationship was. I guess it just depends on how it ended also. And I don't know, it just takes time. It's different for everyone, and some people take a lot longer, and that's okay. If it's taking you a long time to get over someone, then it's okay, because y'all dated and y'all had a relationship and now it's over, and it's hard, but you just have to take it day by day and know that like things are going to get better, and it is not the end of the world. Like, you're going to be okay, I promise. But I have made a breakup playlist because I'm super weird and I love music and I like making playlists. They're just really fun for me. So I'm going to list in the description the playlist that I have made that I have been listening to so much recently. So I'm going to leave that for you guys down below. And if you're going through a breakup, or maybe you just want to get my playlist, it's a pretty good playlist, not going to lie. But you guys can go check it out down below, and I'll leave that there for you guys. I think that's all for the relationship questions. If you guys have any other questions, I think I'm going to do different kind of questions every single time I do a Q&A. But you guys need to follow my Tumblr, because that is where I post and I say, hey, my next Q&A is on this. And so you guys can ask me a bunch of questions, and you can do it anonymously if you don't want to use your username or anything like that. So yeah, I will leave my Tumblr and everything below. I hope you guys like videos like this. I like giving advice and talking to you guys. It makes me feel like I'm like your friend. Like, I'm not your counselor, I'm just your friend. I'm just giving you a little bit of advice from, I don't even know anything. I'm just, you know, telling you what I think I know. But if you guys like videos like this and you really enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments below, because I do read all of you guys' comments and I want to know like what you guys think. But that's basically it for this video. I will see you guys next week. Bye!